So this is the question, can we create better futures? Because our degree of race consciousness doesn't seem to allow for making huge sacrifices. As individuals, we are spectacularly smart. As a race, it's quite the other way around. And so I don't think it's realistic to ask 6.7 billion people to not want to have better lives. But the question is, can it be done with fewer resources, right? And so a really quick a snapshot view of why design might have a play and why art might have a play. Design, a decade or so ago, my kind of design is so broad that it's 800 different fields built into this one word. But design, it has historically been quite operational, and it has been at the level of commentary. But it's quickly emerging from that into being all about strategizing really, really important phenomena. And given that we're in a car with the accelerator to the floor, and we're not driving along the median, we're driving towards the edge, and it's a precipice, and there's no braking there, we really are in a state of urgency that I don't think we really are responding to, which means that every way in which we've made decisions and the way we go about planning systems might need to be retooled. And there's no one field that has it all. So we need to identify classes of problems and look back into what are very interesting configurations of disciplines that we can put together to go after that category of problems. That's the difference between transdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. Multidisciplinary is a whole group of people sitting around the table agreeing to agree and trying to find the minuscule and often non-existent intersection set of common interests. And transdisciplinary is where you dovetail disciplines together to do things that, it's a little bit like a game of soccer where you're passing the ball back and forth and everyone's moving at the same time, and the important thing is to at some point score a goal. And I'll end with this, but this is making a huge distinction between what is the right thing to do versus doing things right, and designing entire systems of thinking that use abductive and retroductive thinking alongside the other ways that we think, which is inductive and deductive thinking that has had such a strong hold. And for those of you, like inductive thinking is I'll remind you if you've forgotten, is if you see 100 crows that are black, and you postulate that all crows are black till you see a pied crow, and that hypothesis no longer holds true, that postulation doesn't hold true. And in deductive thinking, you throw out a hypothesis and you test it, and if either way it tests, it relegates that question to a state of fact. But abductive and retroductive thinking is what we designers do, which is imagine futures and visualize futures, and then work back to what we can do as the next step. So we've kept it to a very, very high level. I apologize for that, but thank you very much.